Jay and Silent Bob have come to Call of Duty. I have not really had a chance to look at this stuff super well, but I thought it might be interesting to take a look at that. And they brought back the classic battle royale map as well, which might be fun. So maybe try that a little bit here. I don't have a real they pitched this like return of what is the name of it? Verdansk as like a very big deal because it's the original. I guess it's not the original. It's not the Blackout map, but the original Warzone map, and I don't remember which one that is at this point. I don't know, man. The battle royale stuff is. I don't spend much time with any battle royale games at this point, and I keep thinking about reinstalling PUBG. I keep thinking that would be fun to go back to that, but I bet it wouldn't be. I bet that I'm wrong. I bet that I would install it and go, oh, okay, yeah. Verdansk. It's pretty silly, man. It's pretty silly. Let me check. I want to make sure. Okay. Okay. It's a very silly looking gun that I have managed to equip. But the thing is, like you can't do so. I mostly play, like the regular competitive multiplayer, where you can only play as the Black Ops 6 characters. But here in Warzone, they still have all of the guys from the past couple of games, so you can play as Shredder, or I guess Spawn. There he is. Spawn. So now we can have like conflicts like Cheech and Chong versus Jay and Silent Bob. I don't want to be sending voice chat into a game while I'm talking to y'all. No one likes that. They should have added the Trailer Park Boys. I mean, hey, maybe next year. Maybe next year they'll do a ripped from the headlines, Canadian Call of Duty, U.S. invasion. And the Trailer Park Boys could be in that one. Put the Longmont Potion Castle guy in here. That would be, I guess, you know, yeah, now that like he's been in a couple of things, like if you want to know what that dude looks like, you can find that out. That's not as big of a mystery as maybe it once was. Turn that down a little bit. Oh,
Shit, then shit out our shit.
I feel like that's what you want out of a J skin, is you want him cursing a bunch about eating shit. Yeah, sure. All right. That feels like money well spent, if that's what you're after. They should have custom animations for this part of the game, because it's weird that everyone just looks like intense, like, you know, same military dumb face as they're getting ready to jump out of the plane. Like, he should have a more appropriate animation.
Got a contract here.
Fucking Jason Mewes saying, got a contract here. Great. It's kind of the other thing is they have to split the difference a little bit, and you know there's like tactical information that needs to be conveyed by some of these voice lines. And that's how you end up with Snoop Dogg saying throwing a grenade in the worst way possible. Oh. Fuck that guy, go.
What's up, baby?
I'm not here to not shoot people. Wait.
Supply boxes marked. Secure those locations.
This is two versions of the same gun. Huh? Ah, fuck me. Should have done better. I should have done better.
Gulag is your last chance. Fight to earn redeployment. The fight is ready. Almost your turn, soldier. Stand by. Earn redeployment or die trying.
Let's see how this goes.
You're the ones who are the ball lickers.
Sure. Yeah. Like hearing him say that decades later in his I am now decades older voice is what it is, but I appreciate it. Oh, fuck. Well, let's... Hey, what's up, man? I was like, this is probably going to go bad, but I can't resist. That's a good line for them to put in here. I think the thing I'll say about the coarsening of culture and how everyone is much more willing to just fucking curse in stuff nowadays. Is it would be very easy to go like, well, this is a popular video game franchise and we can't have him talking about licking balls. But instead being willing to be like, you know what? It's an M-rated game. It's a, like with this, he should, why is this now locked out? Whatever. You can just put that stuff in there now and it's fine. You should just be saying iconic Call of Duty quotes. That would be very funny. You should be saying like the quotes from when you die, just like General MacArthur said that. I don't know what they did for the Kevin Smith stuff in here. I assume that there are some voice lines in there, but as he is Silent Bob, he doesn't say much. Yeah, some voice line where see if they had a skin, they should have put two skins in the game for Silent Bob, one that is just Kevin Smith and one that is Silent Bob. And by that I mean he trades out the trench coat for a hockey jersey and well, he's still wearing shorts. And then that one talks about that one just reads, he just reads that tweet. The execution they made for this pack, in it they smoke weed. Oh, let's see if I can get to it real quick here.
Put me in.
Like he's smoking weed out of the man's skull. Which seems, I don't know. But yeah, if they had the Kevin Smith skin in there, you could just like hit a taunt button and he would tell you a story about the time he met Prince.
We're headed to the war zone. Get
And it would be
geared up.
fucking an hour long. And you'd be like, yeah, no, yeah, all right.
Enemies are dropping in. Watch the sky.
Man, what the fuck is the internet?
That's,
Enemies
that's a thing that he
incoming.
said, but I don't know that it's like appropriate here for I killed a man and shouted, "What the fuck is the internet?" I don't know. That's a little, maybe that's, I don't know. There's a fine line between playing the hits and big. Oh, this is also looking good. Whatever's happening here is okay. Yeah, good.
Battle Royale. We've got gas closing in fast. Double time it to the safe zone.
Got a contract here.
Well, I fucked that
You're
up, but
clear to
okay.
engage all hostiles.
Remember this map from Call of Duty?
Enemies dropping into the AO. Check your map. I've marked a point containing enemy intel nearby. Information on the next gas spread.
What the fuck are we doing here?
You fucking ninny shithead.
I was like, oh, I should switch to this weapon I just picked up, but it's like, ah, yeah, this sniper rifle's not going to be any good for quickly trying to shoot this man that is up close. Well, great. Another sniper rifle. Yeah, all right. Which one is, yeah, I guess that's technically better, huh?
Good work. Hold down the point until it's secure. Well done, soldier. Check your map for the next gas spread location.
No, we want the heartbeat sensor for sure.
You're losing ground. Move it.
Birds. Yeah, I wonder what the. I mean, you know, it's the thing that I think anytime we're talking about Fortnite skins, it comes up too. But it's this idea of just like who the hell is playing these games, and I think the answer is like it's a wider range of ages than you might think. And I bet that the ages that have the most disposable income that are just like, oh fuck it, I'll buy that, are of the I care who Jay and Silent Bob are age. All right, that box is open. Someone has been here. Now, see if I had a sniper rifle still, I could miss a few shots over at that guy.
Enemies are dropping into the area.
Oh, yeah?
Watch the skies.
Oh. Fuck it. Footsteps are a funny thing. Like, I think I'm hearing footsteps in this house across the street, which is not how footsteps work. You know? Oh.
Incoming lethal!
Oh, yeah?
Enemy UAV overhead.
Not a great throw, but... Ah, fuck it. I mean, I could...
You've got a loadout drop inbound.
Nah.
Gas is moving in. New safe zone located.
this is a pretty good, like, now that I'm playing like this, yeah, this was a good map for this game. Where'd that guy go?
Gas is closing in.
Well. Fuck.
Be advised, there's an enemy squad gunning for you.
Well. Let's see if we can make it to that loadout drop, because it would be handy to have a better gun and some perks if I am being tracked for the next 3 minutes. They're getting close. What if I tried to get the fuck out of here? Ooh.
Hostile UAV in the area.
Sure. This guy's got a minute 22 to try to catch up. Is he still coming? How bad does he want it? Okay. All right. I think we're going to make it through this bounty thing here.
The enemy is no longer tracking you. You lost them. Gas is closing in. Get to the new safe zone.
Got someone across the street over here up on the roof. Taking shots at this guy in the car. He just got out of the car. But we're all the way on the other side of that. I think there's someone up there. And there's someone up on that rooftop too. Get in the window.
You've got gas moving in.
There was something over here. Not really equipped for range. For range like that. Nothing about being up here feels good. But this is apparently not a functional elevator, so... Right? Huh. This is a pretty decent little middle of the map kind of spot. That guy is shooting a lot over there. Oh. 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 Someone dropping bombs on my rooftop here.
Gas is inbound. Marking new safe zone. Enemy UAV is online.
That guy's still on that rooftop. Did he jump off? Or is that the guy he's fighting? No, that guy's still on the roof. Got all kinds of dumb car action happening out here. Kind of the other problem with some of the footsteps is sometimes you don't know if they're happening above or below you. It's unlikely that this person is on the same rooftop that I am, but it's certainly possible.
Gas
But he might be below me somewhere because this is like kind of a big building. I don't know, man. This is always this, like, this late mid-game, mid-late game, whatever, you know, like this part is where I always kind of play the worst. Because at this point, like, people have really armed up. Like, they're sitting on those UAVs, they're sitting on whatever else. Like, they've collected a bunch of things. They've teched up to a degree to they can poke around and find people. And I never do that well enough. I do have my heartbeat sensor. I could whip it out, but... that does sound like someone heading upstairs. Okay, so we got two people fighting below us. That's what those footsteps are. There's a person over across the street up there, probably on the roof.
Hostile UAV in the area.
Alright, we got maybe one more circle before we're going to have to move, because this is going to get... oh, and I'll have to go out that way into the gas. I do have a gas mask, but this is still... this is no longer a good spot. This is not going to be a good spot for very much longer here.
Friendly loadout drops on the way.
Ugh. Alright. Gonna have to go pretty soon here. Look at that. Look at a little right stick drift. I turned my dead zone up a little bit. All right. This probably means that this guy across the street is not on that rooftop anymore because he's about to be gassed.
Gas is inbound.
Wait, there's a guy above me? Oh, shit. That means that guy's like sitting on the helipad right here. Yeah, there he goes. Cracked him. Oh, we gotta go. This is a fucking... this is not a great spot. Oh, okay. I can still... see if anyone comes running out of the gas that we can pick off. Still a loadout drop sitting there. But everyone's probably already picked up a loadout drop by now. There's only 11 players, so...
9 left. Keep the pressure on.
Shit.
Only 10 were left.
Was I out of armor? I feel like I was full armor at that. Yeah. All right. Well, top 10. Top 10 didn't get 0 kills. But I don't normally have the patience to hide through the whole mid game like that anymore. I usually just kind of run out and do shit. And you know, whatever happens happens, but I leveled up the battle path. They give you a lot more gun XP for just like running around with a gun than they feel like they used to. Should I do one more? You know, I'm... The thing they also did is, you know, in the regular traditional multiplayer, which I guess makes sense because you want to see them both running together on the same side or whatever, but like if you buy this pack and it comes with both Jay and Silent Bob, as it does, they're on the same side. And so sometimes you would have a situation where you could be like, well, I'll put Jay on one side and Silent Bob on the other, and that way I'll at least get one of the new things I bought. But if you are playing competitive here and it puts you on this team, you can't be either of the new things you just purchased because these guys are on this side. They're on the good guy side, not the bad guy side. So I think with Cheech and Chong, they put them on separate sides, which I think worked a lot better. Everyone was complaining about the Terminator because I guess like this version of the skin is very hard to see in Warzone or something. Like they changed it to make it more visible, but people are saying that they didn't actually fix the problem. The other problem is, well, whatever, maybe it's not a problem. You can't buy this anymore. So this is just here. And it says unlocked by purchasing a bundle, but the bundle's gone because it was like a limited time thing. Like I can still buy I think I can still buy these fucking guys. But, yeah, I don't know. It's weird. It's not that weird, but the turtles, you can still buy the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, which they sell individually. So you can just buy Donatello and be on with it. But you know what? Maybe the actual right answer is let's play one more battle royale as Silent Bob because we want to see if he ever says anything, and playing as him for a longer period of time is probably the right way to do that. When they do the Phantoms pack, they'll put Ben Affleck in here. It's a good looking Kevin Smith, dude. Like they did a good job. Like both of these skins look like the jacket looks like this. It's a good looking Silent Bob. Like I think they did a really good job with at least the look of it. And the J lines are pretty much what you would want, I think, if you're going into that, if you're expecting him to say the shit he says in those movies, then they sure did it. So, you know. But my point, you know, when they're jumping out of the plane and have like zero personality, it would be a really good opportunity for them to have like him turn to the camera and shrug and jump out of a plane, you know, like a dumb little character moment. I think would go a long way in Warzone, like that. I mean, the other thing is if they did the Batman, like, you know, which then that gets into a whole different fucking IP nightmare, but... Sorry, yes, Blunt Man. Maybe Blunt Man would be okay, actually, now that we're actually into talking about this. Maybe it would be okay for them to put a Blunt Man and Chronic skins in here. I actually now, huh? I wonder if they were just scared. Oh! This is like the worst timing. Oh. No, guy was dropping off a package. I'm expecting a package that I need to sign for, and I thought that that's what was walking up. But no. Probably my new headphone cushions, actually. These ones are completely shredded. I had to order new ones as a whole thing. Like normally when they sell these characters and skins and stuff, it comes with all the stuff they're ever going to make for them. So it's unlikely that they would go like, oh, now we're going to sell separate Blunt Man and Chronic skins. I'm throwing grenades so we can hear him not say throwing a lethal. They should do a mode that's just the warm-up for 20 minutes. It's just this. It's just people parachuting in over and over and over again. But see what I mean? Like, this would be a good opportunity for him to straight up turn to camera and shrug, you know? Like, that would be a very good, like, Silent Bob character moment for this.
Battle Royale. Keep clear of the gas. Get to the safe zone.
I said a ping, he said nothing. In context of it being a pack that also includes Jason Mewes, it's a little easier to... Like, if they had just sold a Silent Bob pack and you're like, yeah, he doesn't talk because it's fucking Silent Bob, stupid. Like, you're getting less than the typical Call of Duty skin at that point, you know? There was, so there was, like, I think in some of the stuff they put out alongside this did seem to imply that he does have lines in there somewhere. So I think they did do the thing that we were talking about of, like, he is eventually just gonna fucking lay some shit on you. But I don't know. I'm sure that that's out there. Someone probably has streamed that by now and knows what that is, but all right, we got to get our boxes. Box quest. Always on a box quest. You know what?
Supply box secured. 2 to go.
My strategy of jump out near the end because there are fewer people there doesn't always work out. You know what?
One supply box remaining. Move to secure.
Ah.
You're being tracked by an enemy squad. Evade and survive.
All right, there were people over here somewhere.
Enemy soldier incoming.
Oh.
Gas is inbound.
Is this car that pulled up? Is this my guy? No, my thing would have lit up. All right, we still got to get that box.
Contract complete. All supply boxes secured.
LDVR ready for launch.
Usually there's a... No, not this time. I say usually there's a gas mask in with this stuff, but... Oh, actually, that's a... Right? Yeah. All right, getting closer. Yeah, that's probably our guy. Right? There's at least two guys behind me. Bad shooting. Doing bad. Mr. Bad Shooting over here. That's me. Fuck. All right. Well, ran out of time, I guess.
Lost track of you. Good work down there.
There's still dudes. Ah, yeah. Like that dude who came at it from that angle that I was not expecting and fucking straight murdered me. Okay. Fair enough.
Welcome to the Gulag.
Those big, meaty Kevin Smith fists.
Time to fight your way out of here. Be ready. You're next. Earn redeployment or die trying.
My favorite 50 Cent record.
Ready up for redeployment. You've got a loadout drop inbound.
That guy's gonna run for it, and maybe I can get behind him and kill him.
Gas is moving in. New safe zone located.
If I were somebody who liked to stand around and shoot people, I would be pointed at this from somewhere else. Okay. All right, we're gonna have to move soonish anyway, so.
Gas is moving.
Felt pretty good having that work out, you know, hiding on that rooftop with that pistol and taking that guy out when he went running for the loadout drop. It's nice when you hatch a very quick scheme and it actually works out. You're like, I bet if I stand here, this fucker will run by and I can fucking shoot him. And then you do that and you're like, see? Okay. They make everything just creaky enough that you're like, wait, is that a thing?
Enemy UAV overhead.
Hmm. Yeah, what if you could play as Bear from the Clerks cartoon? That would be real weird. All right, where's going to be the next good place, the good fun place to go? There's a lot of shit over here that no one's picked up. Let's mark that contract over there. And Armor. It's important to use it. Yeah, see? Armor. It's important to use it. I mean, I have my loadout drop, so I don't really need that. Anything else worth buying? I mean, I could get a cluster strike or something.
LGBR awaiting targeting data.
You've got gas inbound. Safe zone relocated.
So far, Silent Bob has done a good job of not talking. Those are not windows I can jump through. Race to the buy station. I mean, I don't really need...
Hostile UAV in the area. Vulnerable buy station marked. Head to the buy station before time runs out to get a discounted item.
I don't really need a discounted item. But it is nice to have a purpose sometimes. So, where are we going? It's not that far. Fuck it. Alright, some people upstairs doing something over there. Got a car moving. Hooray. Oh, I already have a gas mask. All right. You guys just okay.
Buy station exploited. Nicely done.
Oh.
Discount is applied.
Okay. Well, great. We did it. I got near the thing, I guess. Was what- I just want them to stop making the noise. I must open the boxes so that they are quiet.
Gas is closing in. Relocating safe zone. Fire sale is active. Buy station prices are adjusted.
I don't know that I've ever actually killed anyone with like a cluster bomb or any kind of these, a lot of these airstrikes and stuff. Because people move, you know? You're like, I'm going to drop a fucking bunch of shit on this guy. And then he goes inside and you're like, oh, okay, well. Yeah, but there's someone. I don't think I have a good line of sight on whatever building this guy is sniping from. Yeah. Unless I can see it from here. Oh, I bet if I got up on the roof I could. There. I wonder. What do you think?
Fire sale's over. Adjusting prices.
Hmm? Let's try it. I don't know. Yeah, no. Not really hitting that dude.
Enemy UAV is online.
Target grid empty. Negative BDA.
Yeah, negative BDA. As we know from our friend Liquid Snake, that's a battle damage assessment.
Gas is inbound. Marking new safe zone. The Gulag's locked down. Area's clear. Friendly loadout drops on the way.
Oh, see, this is what I'm talking about, man. I get to this point in the game and I get like petrified about like, none of these directions seem like good ones. And I don't play enough Battle Royale to get over that. And so it's sort of, I end up in this like lockdown of like, I should run this way. Maybe I'll just wait until the circle forces me to run somewhere. Why don't we take a look? Is this guy still? Yeah, there's still some rooftop action. I'm just not equipped for that. Unless there's something, another gun in here.
Closing in.
Oh, well, this, oh, there is a, hey, there is a sniper rifle there. I could. There was a guy up there and there was a guy up there. And we might see some guys. Oh, there's a guy over here on the ground. I also don't snipe very often, so... Oh, yeah, see? So you have stuff like this that happens.
Gas is closing in.
We're good.
Get to the new safe zone.
Alright, we're gonna have to move either way, so might as well go now. Instead of after the timer hits, because then everyone will be expecting it.
You've made it to the top 10. You're losing ground. Move it.
Someone's on the far side of this roof, probably. Here we go.
Gas is moving in. New safe zone located. Hostile UAV in the area.
You shitting me? Fuck. Okay.
Shoot this motherfucker! Shooter!
Only 4 remain. Finish the job.
Well, I didn't expect that to happen.
Gas is closing in. Gas inbound. Safe zone relocated.
Fuck. Ah, yeah. Did not like that, but I
Next time we'll take that victory.
felt like I really kind of fucking trapped myself there. Would not have been able to run down those steps without. Well, I had a gas mask. I mean, maybe I could have just done that. Maybe that would have been the smart move. Is there a game left to spectate, or did it already end? This guy's still staring at that fucking hole.
Gas is closing in. Relocating safe zone. You're losing ground. Move it.
Ah, well. True to form. Unless he says something right here. When we get to the after out of game screen or whatever. I do think this is funny. The whole like roll credits for all the players who were in the game thing that they do. It's a real goofy thing. Oh man, the weed smoking lizard one. Damn it. Okay, so we leveled up a couple times there. Leveled up some guns. It's a decent way to level up like a variety of guns because you know, in a lot of the early game stuff, you just don't know what you're going to be holding. Anyway. I don't know, man. Jay and Silent Bob, that's a good idea. They were right to do that. I guess. But like, you know, if you're picking Silent Bob, you're well, yeah, I don't know, man. I guess like I want to know what he does say because presumably there's something, right? There's got to be some situation that triggers him saying something, and it's hopefully very rare. But I would assume that someone has probably streamed it by then, or streamed it and heard it by then, by now rather. But yeah, I don't know. That's a good choice. It's kind of a weird. Well, I don't know. Last year they did Cheech and Chong. Now you do a Jay and Silent Bob. Like I get it. Like maybe it's not a, you know, current day Kevin Smith sort of thing. It's a little different, but yeah, I guess that makes sense. What do you do next year? Harold and Kumar. Yeah, that probably. I mean, it depends on what next year's game is, right? What's going to be the good fit? Well, no, I mean, well, I don't know. This Clerks is certainly 90s, but it's later 90s than. No, it's not that much later 90s. No, I guess actually it does kind of fit the time frame of the game itself in its own weird way. Tenacious D, yeah, I don't know. Is that the thing that gets Tenacious D back together? Is appearing in Call of Duty, and then they're like, now we can go tour again. Kyle Gass was going to mess up my career, man. I couldn't keep the D together. I've got to make that Minecraft money. We can't be out there saying things like that. Right? Oh, Half Baked, yeah, like a Dave Chappelle and the fucking Jim Brewer. Sure, I guess. Both of them, really. I guess now that I say that out loud, like, yeah, ugh. But yeah, what would be your weed icons that they haven't done already? At some point you run out of weed icons because it's just legal in enough places now that who cares? You know, there are no new weed icons. Seth Rogen, yeah. Seth Rogen and RVD, yes. A Pineapple Express pack or something. You could do I guess you could do a Pineapple Express pack of some kind. Or like a super bad or something. Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of whatever with that stuff at a certain point. Like I said, I think that, you know, you've got Cheech and Chong and you're kind of done, right? I mean, anything else you can dig up from there. Redman and Method Man actually are that is the right answers. If you wanted to do another set of weed icons, you know, you could do your Redman, Method Man, How High pack, wherein they smoke the weed and then see ghosts. You could do a whole mode based around ghosts. Weed ghosts. Yeah, I don't know. What else is going on, man? There's were people thinking that I guess that next week is the week for the Oblivion stuff? So like I saw people talking about it, like complaining about it today in a way that I was like, oh, did that just like come out or something? But yeah, I guess no, I guess it didn't. I was gonna, nah, I can't even, yeah. I've got games that I would play and tell you about, but we have to wait a week or so before we dig any deeper on that. I am kind of curious. I'm gonna launch this and see if it doesn't give me a fat login and password thing here. Maybe we'll look at this real quick. What are we doing? You're downloading. Well, I thought we already downloaded. I think that when games install from Steam, they should be done when they're done. Personally. It's my viewpoint on it. Like it's okay. Like I don't like it when games have a separate launcher to begin with, but when they have a separate launcher and then the main Steam install doesn't actually install the latest version of the game, so you launch it and then the launcher has to go like get the rest. Like I think that's, I don't know. It feels like that's something they could do better on. Warframe does that a fair amount, where their launcher is also the patcher, and so they have a whole separate patch process that exists outside of Steam. And it's just like, I don't know, like if it was part of Steam, then it would just automatically patch in the background when I wasn't even looking, and it would be ready to play when I want to play it, as opposed to having to download updates separately from that. Like it just seems like that's something that they should take advantage of, because it's just a better experience. And I wonder, I don't know how the money works on that end of it, but then I would say like it's Steam's bandwidth and not yours, right? So is that cheaper than patching through your own client? I would assume so, but I guess I don't know the exact business dealings on all of that stuff. Yeah, I saw that Eternal Strands got DLC. It's something that you can play, I think, from the midpoint of the game on. So I did play a good chunk of that, but I don't think I got to the point where I would play the DLC. And also, like that's a cool game, but I don't know that I am going to finish it either way. So all my monitors went dark as soon as that patch. There we go. Yeah. Let's see if I still have this login information 20 years later. That's an email address I don't have anymore. So if it is indeed that, then that's probably a problem. Yeah, it wants an account name. I mean, I guess I could just do create account. No, but I like the whole point is I wanted to have my characters. Yeah, this is a major bummer because I have my Guild Wars 2 login. Let's try that and see if they merged it all at some point and I can play Guild Wars 1 with that account. But it's saying account name, not email address, and what I have is an email address, so nope, that's not right. Nah, that's long gone then. Unless it's in my password manager as ArenaNet and not... Whoa. I don't know what that beep was, but... Nope, the ArenaNet login is the exact same as the one that I have saved for Guild Wars 2, because they use like 5 different websites or whatever. Well, let's try to log into the ArenaNet website and see what happens there. If they have a... Your account is protected by email authentication. Sorry, yeah, I haven't had that email address for a few years now, so that's not gonna fucking work. Oh well. I'm trying to, but I yeah. So I have fucking Guild Wars 1 characters somewhere. Let's try reset password and see what website it takes me to recover. Yeah, it's just the ArenaNet. Let's try entering this ancient email address that I do still have access to and see if it's tied to that. It did say success after I did that, so maybe maybe? Let's see if this recovery email comes in or if it just says success no matter what email you enter because they don't want you pinging and trying to figure out if an email is in their system or not. Yeah, so Guild Wars 1 just hit like its 20th anniversary, and they're they repackaged it, I guess, on Steam to sell for not much money at all. And that's great because Guild Wars 1 is a hell of a game. I don't know how well it holds up. It's been a few years since I've re-downloaded it and played it. But I did, so I must have the fucking login somewhere. Man. Well. Yeah, it is not sending me any sort of actual recovery email, or at least it hasn't yet. So I'm guessing that I'm not going to get one. Oh well, I'll have to figure this out later because I want to play Guild Wars 1. And I feel like I logged in through Steam before, but I guess like it doesn't. Yeah, I don't know. It does. They never did the like connect to your Steam account thing because the game is too old. Guild Wars 1 is a great game. Was a great game. I can't necessarily vouch for it now because it's been a number of years since I played it, but what an awesome game. At the time, 20 years ago when that game came out, and they were basically making, I mean, that is the blueprint for modern gaming. For modern live service games, like a lot of that stuff starts at Guild Wars 1 in terms of them making a game and providing it to you and then not charging you a monthly fee for a game that has the look and feel of an MMO in a lot of ways. You know, they did the thing that Destiny, you know, it's all like, here's our shared social space and you see these other players. And then when you get out into the world, you're really only going to see players that are in your party or whatever. Like, you know, like that model changed gaming. Like everyone moving to that model is what killed the idea of a paid MMO. Like imagine paying a monthly fee for an MMO in this day and age. Ridiculous. You know, like Guild Wars was revolutionary on that front. And that was their big talking point. They were like, there's no monthly fee on this fucking game. Like, why would you pay a monthly fee? This is stupid. And the changes they made to it, you know, I think for the vast majority of people who played MMOs, they didn't care about the idea of like, oh, well, I'm not going to run into random players out in the middle of the world and all that sort of stuff. Like, you know, that was not something that they necessarily valued as a part of the kind of traditional MMO experience. And so, you know, Guild Wars was very attractive, I think, in a lot of different ways. Even if it, you know, it's more of an action RPG than kind of a pure MMO. I mean, Guild Wars 2 would obviously push more in that direction to its detriment, I think. But, you know, whatever. But at the time, Guild Wars 1 was You know, that was their talking point about it. They were like, buy this game and play it. It is an online game, but you do not need to pay an online fee to play it. And that was their whole sales pitch. Like, the game itself was fucking awesome. And the expansions were cool too. And it was just a great fucking game. And that was like the model, you know, like that was the model that I think really upset the, you know, like that combined with, you know, World of Warcraft being kind of impossible to compete with. I think that helped kind of crumble this like weird treadmill of developers trying to make the next big MMO and all of that other stuff. And then, you know, all of that just kind of falling apart on them, you know, 9 months in or whatever. I was so bummed out by Guild Wars 2 because they just made it, I thought it was a way less interesting as of a game. Like at that point, like Guild Wars 2 was just kind of like a boring MMO. I felt, you know, in a lot of ways, like the changing the perspective and all of the stuff they did to it. And yeah, jumping puzzles, like the idea of like hopping around on rooftops and all this other crap. Like it was just, I was so bummed out by Guild Wars 2. The people that like it really like it. And, you know, I think it went on to find quite a bit of success itself, but Guild Wars 1 is very much where it's at. That was such a cool game. So I'll figure that out and maybe we can, you know, maybe next week we'll play some Guild Wars 1. I don't know. But in the meantime, I don't know. I've got some account recovery shenanigans to try to figure out, I suppose. Yeah, see, I keep looking at game names of like the things I have installed on Steam. Like, oh, I can play some of that. Like, oh no, I super can't. That game is not out for a month. I can't play that. It's normally not quite this way, but right now, for whatever reason, like a handful of games bunched up, and I have found myself sitting on a weird variety of unreleased software at the moment. Wrong. Nope.
Fighting EX Layer.
Fighting EX Layer. No one is playing this game. I reinstalled this. I don't know. I had a weird, a weird need all of a sudden to play some of this. I forget if this version ever caught up with the Switch version. I know, like that was the version that everyone was kind of saying, "Oh, this is actually the best." The Switch version ended up being the best version because the patches and the stuff they did to it. I don't know if the other versions ever caught up or not, but.
Get ready. Hey, cover! Round 1, fight!
It's a big time for Terry Bogard. Terry Bogard surging in a way that he is not in a very long time. A lot of Terry Bogard games.
KO! Stand there. Round 2, fight! Brown knuckle! Brown knuckle! Brown knuckle!
It sounds like he's saying brown knuckle, which is something different last time I checked.
Brown knuckle! Brown knuckle! Perfect! Okay! Round 3, fight! Hey! Are you okay? Power weight! Hey-ya! Hey-ya! KO! Nice fight.
Nice fight.
See you.
Message support with your CD key to get access to Guild Wars 1. Somewhere I have a boxed copy of Guild Wars 1. I feel like I went through that process already. Like at some point, because their account stuff merged with the Guild Wars 2 stuff, I think I went through and did all that, but I don't. But I'm still in the situation where like that account is now tied to an email address that I just don't have anymore.
Okay. Round 2. Fight. Wait. Brown knuckle. Brown knuckle. Brown knuckle.
I like I wish this game was better. This is a cool game, but it's not. I don't know. Like the card gem system stuff they did, obviously not super great. People didn't like the similar system in Street Fighter Cross Tekken, and it was weird that they decided that that was the thing they wanted to do. Eh.
KO. Nice fight. See you.
See you.
Round 1. Fight. Brown knuckle. Brown knuckle. Wait.
Might as well turn on matchmaking just in case.
KO. Stand up. Round 2. Fight. Brown knuckle. Power weight. Power weight. Power weight. Power weight. Power weight. Power weight. Power weight.
Oh. Oh. I wanted to cancel that into the other one to see if I could.
KO. Okay. Round 3.
The Street Fighter EX games were so good, and the thing they did of chaining the supers together that this game, also does, was neat. Especially because you could just blow up the planet by finishing a fight with your super. Yeah, if I'd timed that better, I wonder if that would have all.
Power weight. Power weight. Power weight. Power weight. Take back. Take back. KO. Nice fight. See you.
Nice fight. See you. Alan, everybody's favorite fighting game character. Alan. Remember the name. Alan.
Round 1. Fight. Howard wait! Howard wait! Howard wait! Howard okay. Grab knuckle! Howard wait! Grab knuckle! KO!
That guy said,
Grab knuckle! Howard wait!
I like these moves that Alan has. Totally unique.
Grab knuckle! Grab knuckle! Howard wait! Are you okay? Howard Gaita! Okay. Round 3. Fight. Howard wait!
Yeah, you know, can we get Terry Bogard into Call of Duty Warzone?
Grab knuckle!
Is Terry Bogard a weed icon? Or is that Terry Bogart at that point?
Howard wait! Are you okay? Howard Gaita! KO! Nice fight. See you. Get ready. Hey, come on.
悪いな、時間がないんだ。
Round 1. Fight. Grab knuckle. Grab knuckle. Power Gaita. Grab knuckle. Grab knuckle. Grab knuckle. Grab knuckle. Perfect. Okay.
I remember liking this game and then no one playing it. Like that's I remember like being very excited at the announcement of this game because, you know, it's like, hey, there's going to be another game with Skullomania in it and all of the other cool you know, EX characters. And then it came out and you know, like, yeah, no one
Okay. Round
no one cared.
Fight.
And yes, I want to say the netcode initially was very bad, and they got it to a place where it was better. Maybe that was why people liked the Switch version. I'm trying to remember, because there was a while there that people were like, "Oh, the Switch version is actually the only version worth playing." And I don't remember exactly why. It might have been a netcode thing, or like that they had done something about the gem system stuff and changed up something there. But there was something specific about that version of the game. Yeah, and that version was free. I remember like that might have been why I created a Japanese eShop account, was to get that, to get it, because it came out as some free thing and then you had to buy the characters, I think is how they did it. Or you had to buy the gems, maybe? Maybe that's almost worse. I forget what the exact situation was, but either way, you know, it just never felt like a game that ever caught on, and even people that liked fighting games, it didn't feel like they were sticking with it for any real length of time, so it just felt like it just came and went immediately. Which is a shame. I don't think this is like a bad game, but And I love, again, like I love the Street Fighter EX games specifically because of these characters, you know, like it was fun, like they were fun characters to put in the game. Like Skullomania fucking rules, man. D-Dark and all that shit. Like those were fun fucking games. And so this game has those characters and a lot of the systems that made those games cool. But yeah, people just didn't. They didn't like the gem stuff. Yeah, okay, so Oako says they took out the gems and added an extra meter system for the Switch version of the game. Yeah, maybe that's probably why that version ended up being the go-to version.
Nice fight. See you.
Anyway. I can't remember if the Switch version came out in the US or not. I know that it was in Japan first. I should check. Some of this for you. Some gaming. But yeah, the other versions had kind of been abandoned at that point, and because the Switch version came out like a little bit later. Like when was this actually? This PC version, it's 2018. So yeah, it was like a couple of years. Like the Switch for 2021 for the Switch version. Yeah, so yeah, it was like this game came and went, and then they were like, by the way, it's coming out on Switch, and that was weird too. But yeah, maybe I should grab that Switch version of the game and reinstall it and see what's up. Because I don't think I ever put any money into the Japanese version of it. I assume it eventually came out in the US, but I could just be wrong. I could be crazy on that one, but it's been too long. So anyway, I'm gonna get going. I don't know, man. Playing that little bit of Warzone now has me thinking that maybe I should go on another Battle Royale jag for a little bit here. Hide in a bathroom with Jay and Silent Bob. And see how it goes. But yeah, I'll be back Friday. We'll rank some 8-bit Nintendo games, 10 a.m. Pacific time. And until then, I hope you have a good one. Take care, and I will see you soon.